Creating variables in Python is implicit. What do you mean by implicit? You need not tell Python that I am going to create a variable called x. It is of integer data type and other things. There is no syntax to declare a variable. If you want to create a variable, you just assign x equal to 100 or s equal to string 1. Whatever value you wish to assign, when you do that, the variable is automatically created. That's why we say variable creation in Python is implicit. Whereas in programming languages like C, C++ and Java, variable creation is explicit. There you have to mention that integer x, int y and all that. So the variable is automatically created when you assign a value. So for example, x equal to 100 will create a variable called x in the memory, and it will also understand that it is of data type integer because I have given an integer value. But for in a program for that variable x, if you assign any other value, say for example x is equal to string 1 within quotes, then Python automatically understands that you want to change that integer to string data type and it will allow that. Whereas an error will be caused in other programming languages, but Python will allow you to change the data type. This concept is called as dynamic typing. So you should know what dynamic typing is. It is a feature of Python that allows variables to change their data type during program execution. So in one line you can have x as an integer, in another line you can have x as a list. In after that, after a few lines you can change x as some other data type. So this means we need not specify the type strictly. You can change. Python is very flexible. That is called as dynamic typing. And what is L value and R value? When you assign a value to an variable, you have to give the expression in the right hand side and the variable in the left hand side, right? You can never give an expression in the left hand side. That is wrong. So when you want to assign a variable a value, you have to give the variable in the left hand side and the value in the right hand side. The L value should always be a variable. The R value can be a direct value or an expression. In the case of an expression, Python will calculate the answer of this expression and then assign that value to the variable. So the expression on the left hand side can be modified. So it is generally assignable objects like variables. R values are objects that can have a value which is used to initialize the variable. Okay, so any expression is formed in the right hand side and the variable is always given in the left hand side. As simple as that.